Hello, in day 10 we are going to learn the commands like Extrude, clock modifier, FFD and then Import CAD. Let's learn these commands in Max. To get the Extrude, you can go to the modifier list. Extrude is one of the modifier used to convert any 2D shape into 3D. For that I just go with the shape, go with the particular view. I'm going to the front side. Take a line command. Depending on the requirement what you are going to do. For example, I just draw the shape like this. One with this and then one more with spline. Close one. I just close the spline. Yes. So we have two geometry, and if you want to change the color of the shape, then you can go and then change it. We have these shapes in 2D. In order to convert into 3D, so make sure you select any one of the shape. Select like this and then go to the modifier list. Type E to get the extrude command, and then here we have the amount to increase it. So like this way you can convert it into 3D. So this is how we convert any 2D shape into 3D. You can increase the amount or decrease the amount. Even you can increase the number of segments to make it smooth little. Now this is look like a sheet, and then if you want to give the thickness, then we have the shell command. Already we learned this. For the plane, if you want to give the thickness and all the stuff, then you can increase the thickness of it. Same way I just select this shape which is close, then go to the modifier list and then type extrude, so that you get the 3D box like this. So this is how you can convert any 2D shape into 3D. So even you can go with the other shape. I have a different shapes like this, spline and all the stuff. I go with star. Go to the modifier to modify it little according to the requirement. Okay. So once you're done, then you just select that shape. Go to the modifier list, E, extrude, and then give the thickness or height. And then increase or decrease the amount. So this is how you can use this as a mural or wall frame. Again extrude. For this I apply the amount, and then later on you can apply the shell command to get the thickness. And for this also extrude like this. Let's learn with a more example that how the staircase will, the extrude will help us to draw the staircase. I go with left, or you can go with front. By using the shape command I just draw 3 steps, or else you can go with 10 steps depending on the requirement. I go like this, riser, thread, riser, thread. So now we can't give the dimension. To get the exact dimension, you can go with the 2D imported plan, AutoCAD plan, to get a better idea. Yes. Next, go to the modifier and then click on the vertex to edit it properly, to make it straight. And if you want to create the noise, then I am just selecting all these points. This point. Go to the fillet amount to make it smooth. So this is how you can create the noising to the staircase. So once I done, I just select the spline, whole spline, and then or else you can just come out, select the shape, go to the modifier list and apply the extrude command to get the width. I am clicking on the perspective view and increasing the amount like this. So like this way, by the combination of the shapes and then extrude, first you draw it in 2D, then later on by using extrude command you convert any 2D shape into 3D. Next one is FFD. It's just like a convert to poly. You can control the vertices of the particular geometry which you select. I go with the box now, and you can increase the number of segments and all the stuff. Go to the modifier list and type FFD. In the FFD we have the other types also, 3, 3, 4, 4 and box. Depending on the requirement you just select, that is 2, 2, and then expand it and click on the control vertices. For each corner we are getting the vertices. Depending on the requirement you just select that vertex and then you can do the modification like this. This is how you can modify. Even you can do the same thing by using convert to poly. I just do Ctrl Z. Now I delete this. For that right click and delete. Same, click on FFD3 so that you get 3 points for the each line. You select any one of the vertex or all vertex depending on the requirement, and then you can modify the geometry shape like this. I'm just making it bounce. See, this is how the shape is changing. While creating the pillow, we can use this concept, that is FFD and all. Same way, I'm just deleting this one and going with the FFD4, or else you can go with the box directly so that you get number of points to control it. Click on the vertices. Okay, even you can go with the other view, or else I just select it like this. And then change the shape. Selecting the bottom vertices and changing. Select the corner one, then I can change. So like this way you can modify each corner point by applying the FFD. Later on you can apply the other commands to make it smooth, that is mesh smooth or turbo smooth. Next one is cloth modifier. In order to make pillow, curtain, tablecloth, normally we use this cloth modifier. Let's work with that. For that I just draw the plane and then box. I just keep this box just above the plane little, keeping it center. And now I just change the color of it. As in random colors, you can on it or off it depending on the requirement. And now go to the modifier and then increase the number of segment and all the stuff. Now I want to apply the cloth modifier to this box, and this is the collision object, or else you can say this is the target of plane. First make sure you select the box, go to the modifier list and type C. Select on the cloth option, cloth modifier option, and we have to select on the object properties the box one which I want to convert as a cloth or pillow. That's why I just click on the cloth, and in the preset you have a different types of the class. Depending on the requirement you just select. This is the box which I want to convert into cloth. Next, the plane is a collision in which you can just end up the simulation. For the cloth I have to give the pressure little, about 40 or 50 or 20. Next I want to add the plane also. For that I just click on the add object and then select the plane and add it. So I added the plane to the object properties, and this plane will be the collision object as I told you. And make sure one more time the box is a cloth and type and then pressure, and the plane will be the collision object. And once you confirm these two things, click on OK option and then say simulate. And even you can stop it or cancel it. So once you get a bouncy effect depending on the requirement. And then I am just using the scale button to just compress it little. Okay, just check it in all the views. So this is how you convert a box into pillow. For this, if I want to apply more modifier command, I just say click on yes, and then even you can delete this or off this. So this will again look like a box. For this box, I just convert to poly, or else on that and then again I say convert to poly, editable poly. Next, I want to select the edges. For that I am clicking F4, selecting one edge and then clicking on the loop option, so that I am selecting this boundary line. Again press Ctrl, rotate it, press Ctrl, select this one and then say loop, rotate it, select this one and then click on loop, same Ctrl, select and then loop. So this is how I selected the top boundary line. In the same way I just want to select this bottom, Ctrl select, loop, Ctrl select, loop. Don't forget to press the Ctrl, otherwise your selected segments will be deselected. Along with this, I want to select means I have to press the Ctrl, loop, Ctrl select one edge and then click on loop. So I just selected the top boundary line and then the bottom boundary line. For this I just want to apply the extrude option to make it projected like this. So this is how you can add the depth and then the projection amount, little, and then finish it. And then F4 off. And then even if you want to apply the smooth, then you can go to the modifier and then apply the mesh smooth modifier, little. And then in future you want to apply the material, then you can apply the material to this pillow and you just copy it into multiple times. You can go with the any other shape. Let's learn CAD plan into Max. Before going to import any CAD file, you have to open that in the DWG or AutoCAD and then just check the unit whether that plan is in meter or feet and inch, and then you have to do the same setting. To set the same unit, you have to go to the customize unit setup. In the system unit, keep the same unit, and in the metric you just keep the meter and OK. Next, in order to import that DWG file, click on the file option. We have a import, click on import option, go to the particular location where you have saved your DWG file and then open it. So once you say open, you will get the information related to the DWG file. Don't do any changes, just say yes, and then here you will get the information that how many layers you have in that plan and all the stuff, and then just say OK. Here you will get the DWG file. By keeping this as a reference, you can develop the 3D model. So in order to draw the wall, even you can go with the box, that is also fine, or else you can go with a shape, draw the outer boundary or inner boundary by using the line, and then you can make it outline to give the thickness, and then we do the extrude that we learned in the recently, that how to convert any 2D shape into 3D. or else even you can go with the AEC extended. Let's go both the method. I keeping this in the top or clicking on the top view. Then shape line command, make your snap on, and then click this shift button to get the line straight. This one here, here. I'm just doing the outline. And then close this. When we close, we get the information that do you want to close this line? Then just say yes. So if it is a closed line, then only you will get the outline option. Go to the modifier and then click on the spline. Make sure you are selecting the whole spline. And then if you want to edit, then you can go with the vertex option to edit it and adjust according to the plan. Come to the outline option to make it wall thickness, that is about 0.23. So we are getting the thickness outside the selected spline. I just do Ctrl Z. Select the spline and then give minus 0.23 so that we got the outline boundary inside the selected spline. So once I done, I just select the line and then I go to the modifier list. In order to convert this into 3D, I am using Extrude command. So once you extrude, you can give the amount, that is 3 meter, and then now we are having the segments. You just decrease it because we don't that much of the segment. Even if you keep 2 or 3 segments to decide the sill height or lintel height. So if you want to subtract, otherwise you just keep it as a 1. So this is how we extrude, or else directly we can use the wall command. Let's go with that. I'm deleting this. Keeping this in top view. Make sure snap is on, and in the AEC extended we have the wall command. Click on wall. The thickness is 0.23 and the height of the wall is 3 meter, and then go with the location, and then I'm just picking it here. So like this way, depending on the requirement, you just switch the direction according to it. Like this way you go on. So once I get the wall, either I keep the wall opening and door opening before itself, or else you go with the boolean operations. And then one more is, we can cut that door opening, window opening automatically. I'm just going with the window option, taking the casement. So I don't know where is the location of the window. For that, going with the style and then keeping it in a wireframe. Selecting on the casement option, the first and second point of the window, and then the thickness of the window, and then particular height. So once I done the window, again I am changing it into default shading. So I want to change the parameters of the windows now. For that, click on the modify. The height of the window is 1.2 meter, and the width is according to the plan, and the depth is 0.23. Now I am just changing the frame thickness and all the stuff. This is fine now. Now open it. So this is how you can open it, and you can change the parameters little. That is the depth and all the stuff. Now if I want to give the sill height, then select the W or keep the W command, that is move command, and then along the Z direction I want to give the sill height, that is about 0.9 meter. Don't move it, otherwise you will get the opening at the bottom itself. So if you want to show it as a open, then you can open it, or else you can close that particular type of the window. So this is how you can go with the door and then window location. And then for the floor and then slab, you can go with the line command or else plane command. Same, go with the shape and then draw the line command and then use the extrude or shell command to give the thickness. We already learned the almost all the commands. By using all the things you can develop the model. In the next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.